reason for going to see Heather was because I do a lot of walking and hiking with my husband, and it's also something that we do for work, and I was starting to find that I had a really overwhelming fear of heights that was really holding me back from doing a lot of the things we wanted to do. Before I came to see Heather, the symptoms I was getting were really overwhelming me. I would often find that I was having really intense panic attacks when we were walking. I'd often find myself feeling really sick, and often finding that we would have to turn back and not do what we wanted to do, and it made me feel really upset and made me feel like I wasn't kind of good enough, and it was really starting to feel quite depressive. And considering me and my husband run a landscape photography business, it was starting to become a real issue for us. So yeah, it was just really overwhelming, and it was just really getting me down. Really felt like I had to change something. Since coming to have sessions with Heather, my life is a lot different in quite a lot of ways. Also in a lot of ways that I never really thought that it would have an effect on. Firstly, I feel a lot more positive in life in general. I feel a lot stronger and able to kind of tackle things that really I didn't feel so before. I feel a lot more assertive with people, but the main thing that it's had a massive effect on is my fear of heights, which very quickly realised that it wasn't actually a fear of heights. It was more a fear of not being in control, and a fear of falling and not being safe. And it's actually had such a massive effect that a couple of weeks ago I was able to stand right on the edge of a cliff and not feel anything, and none of the feelings that I used to feel before. I would say to anyone who was thinking of doing hypnotherapy to just give it a go. There are a lot of people that think it's maybe not necessarily going to work, but I was quite sceptical before I did it, and I really do feel like a completely different person, and that's a much better person in my opinion than who I was.